What's up, guys? This is the Rifleman, and I am back to bring you to the next episode of my Napoleon Total War Let's Play as Prussia. In this episode, we have massed our forces at the point of the main Austrian attack, and we are now attacking Heinrich von Bellegarde with the aim of destroying his force before more other Austrian forces can be brought up to support. So let's get ready to engage. So we are dealing still with the aftermath of the Austrian declaration of war. However, we have multiple armies storming in from the west. Now that we've dealt with the Russian complication, we are now in a really good position to start doing a lot of damage to our Austrian foes. Our 12 pounders up here. 6, 12, 6, 6. Okay, we can focus on their 12 pounder with our 2 12 pounders. I would like, if possible, my horse artillery to get up on top of this high ground. Put some detachments of infantry on either flank. My skirmishers are going to go wide on the left because that's where the enemy's got the fewest amount of cavalry. We will seek to match their cavalry concentration with one of our own. So 12 pounders. Back there, 12 pounders. 6 pounder horse artillery. Run up here with the aim of unlimbering as quickly as possible. Here, enemy cavalry charges. Get one of their guns. We got 2 of their guns.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Excellent. Get my horse artillery teams unlimbered. We've got 2 guns up. Probably stand to have so let's get our 6s to start engaging enemy infantry. Push our cavalry mass up on the right. Gunners barrage. You can probably start to focus on their battlefield targets because our massing of cavalry will be able to take advantage of their weakened flank and sweep around and knock out their guns. Downing lots of these cavalrymen. When they get within range of the light of the Fusiliers, they'll experience a bit more pain. I should have placed stakes, but I did not. They're wavering under massed musketry. They're probably going to break pretty quickly. You are actually going to get to our guns. You place stakes. This 6 pounder horse artillery unit, get ready to abandon your guns. There we go. Skirmishers have chased away the enemy heavies. Okay, troops. Man your guns. Cavalry on the right. Push forward en masse to the enemy flank. 6-pounders. Blast the enemy formations with canister shot. Fill this gap with 2 units of musketeers. These men push the flank. One of my Hussar units got caught. My 12s. Keep engaging the enemy masses. Well, they have come back en masse to defend their artillery. Skirmishers, get up to this bit of high ground. Infantry advance on the flank. Well, their enemy lancers are coming in. BFR Hussars can intercept. The cavalry force is likely to break. We've got rid of 1 unit of gunners. A Landwehr unit is likely to go down. Use these Fusiliers. Melee, bring my other cavalry unit to bear, although I might be throwing good money after bad.
Our men are running, sir.
Send them in. So my Fusiliers to engage their Fusiliers. Go for the general staff. Could turn the tide if we kill him. Skirmishers have been chased away.
Our men are running, sir.
Okay, the enemy mass is still surging forward. Okay, let's maybe draw skirmishers, bring Blucher over onto the left. Kill the general, he's right, he's in here somewhere. You men get on the flank. Not firing into the back of those Fusiliers. Pounders.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they
Engage
must
the
pay.
mass of enemy troops right here. Probably 1 unit attack the lancers in the centre. Kill the enemy general, that's always good. You in range, stop firing canister shot? Not really. Get Blucher back to safety. Skirmishers fall back to the line. Bring this other general staff unit
The men
in.
are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I don't give a damn. Charge the flank of the Archduke Legion. This has been a real messy engagement. You form square. Because that's the lance that's coming in against you. You chaps use round shot and engage.
Sir! Sir!
Engage the enemy at range. Infantry. Push up. Face off with them. These hussars are going down. Okay, you can... ...12s against cavalry, so I can try to sneak my cavalry in to go attack that last gun team. Warm up. Oh no, they see me.
Our men are running.
Going
sir.
for that last gun team. Yeah, you can run, it's fine. It's not a problem. Archduke Charles Legion getting shot to ribbons. Excellent, so we've got the enemy gun team. You can knock out the militia landwehr, although they're in a bit of a defilade at the moment. Push the infantry forward, keep the cavalry back. Keep the enemy cavalry engaged. Push forward. Cavalry smash the Archduke Charles Legion. Cavalry withdraw. You men get into the melee with the lancers. There goes the Archduke Charles Legion. There goes the landwehr on the flank. Excellent. Reform the line. Send my infantry to go after them. These landwehr militia do not want to quit. Engage the lancers. Bring another infantry unit across. Advance to the... You're going to go help the militia. New men advance to the crest of the hill. Artillery. Ceasefire. Excellent. Oh, Jaeger. Yeah, you can go up here if you like. Chase them off again. The Black Brunswickers a bit more spread out. Get the 8th and 9th in position. They're getting their volleys off, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, and all my guys are reloaded. Black Brunswickers and 2 units of musketeers. Well, they've got a lot of reloading to do. There we go, concentrated volleys. That's the end of them. So we are going to continue, even though we've got a slightly limited selection of cavalry, just because these are enemies in the field. Whatever sticks around won't be around for long anyway. Let's kill this unit in a few. Make sure your fire will off. As long as you can kill them before they get to the town, you'll be fine. 4 left. And 4 left. There we go. Yeah, very bloody action. Luca very much could do with some reinforcement. Berlin, experimental howitzers, recruit unit of foot guard. I might put Luca outside the fort and call in a unit of foot guard. And go back into the fort. So when it's recruited, they'll run straight over. You're in a good place at the moment. Threat axis is if they go up towards Prague. Poland's going to be okay. Could probably also do with attacking Barcelona and dealing with this Spanish force as well. You basically just want to build up defences on the border of Spain. Not necessarily worry about attacking into it, but just fortify the frontier and beef up our navy such that they can't get around us and cause any problems. We will be advancing directly into the enemy, so let's put my guns slightly off axis. Artillery follow up in the centre. Bulk of my cavalry on the right. Some on the left. Skirmishers on the left. March up. So. Cover on the left. Too wide. See if we can spook them. As soon as I barrage, they love it. My advisor just can't get enough of it. Get my infantry to run. They're getting pummeled. I think they're going after my artillery as well. They are 6s compared to the enemy 9s, so there is some problematic issues there. When they're up, they can just start shooting as well. Skirmishers need to move up a bit quicker. Go for their artillery. The general's in the centre because they could actually. This is very, very dangerous. Actually, what I'm doing. Confident, eager, steady. Could be better, especially if they come in and bayonet charge. But no, we're getting the first musket shots off, which is exactly what I was after. Real crossfire. Begin the flank. Even though they're a lot closer than skirmishers should be. Push forward. We've cracked the enemy front line. We've swept a bunch of their infantry away just from our musketry.
Sir, our general is under attack.
My general is at risk. You better run, skirmishers, otherwise you're going to get a bit of a volley in your ass. Okay, let's maybe not shoot my own guys. Hammer our dragoons straight into their centre. Their horse guards are being engaged by my light infantry, but that still should be enough. Bring my lances across to here. Bring my dragoons into the centre. They're running. They don't want to fight. Go. Enemy square is shaken. Is it going to break? Lots of artillery fire. The general's just been killed. Broken, shattered. My cavalry, under the concentrated artillery fire, couldn't put up with it anymore. But that's a series of successful engagements. Excellent. Let's occupy, just because we need to earn a bit more money. This detachment can chase after these little scamps. Okay, you men now go fortify Pamplona. You men, that's the ideal spot for you, really. Let them rebuild. Could really do well. I mean, I need to wait for a winter to pass before we can pass or progress down into Innsbruck. Ideally, I'll recruit some troops to fortify this front, so I don't have to maintain a war against Spain. If I can just get a peace deal with them. Chill out. Just chill out. I'll give you my entire treasury. Nope. Fair enough. Really, I think this Württemberg garrison is probably going to be when I can get them out of the city. They're going to swing around to the west and go and threaten Torino. We can counter their push here. We can swing south and shut the door on Vienna. I suppose I would like another army, really. When the Staff College is built and we've got some more interesting troop options, I'd like to recruit yet another army. Go on, do you want Olmütz back? You're going to have to take it. Want it. Fallen back from Innsbruck. Good to know. Oh, you're Pushing for Prague. Ooh. Do you want to intercept? No. Okay, they're bringing their main army to bear now. All the while, Russia are... they're recovering. They've lost a few key cities in the west, but they are coming to the conclusion that they do actually have a border with us. So they are not going to let us off that easy. I think I might need more militia to vacate Württemberg. I don't think I can afford to have a proper army in that territory locked away doing garrison duty. Sieged Breslau. Sieged indeed. Will probably be this force attacking them to try and break the siege. The garrison will provide a certain amount of help, but I think it comes down to Clausewitz trying to get involved. Two armies up here at Poland. I don't want to do it, but I might have to move you up. You're going to be depleted, or getting attrited. At least they are as well, and that's two armies we've got up here defending Poland. You can at least deter them from trying to take Prague. Recruit more men. You've got militia as well. How many do you need? Not that many. Okay, so if I pull 3 units out, okay, I can do that. I pull another 3 units out. Get grumpy. Does all that extra militia buy me -2? Can I get you in there? Can't start taxing you yet, but that's extricated my army. Get them around to the west. Start attacking Torino and Milan. Raid the banking house. You might actually go for Innsbruck. Oh, I do need more backup troops here at Munich in case these guys go west. Bring my dragoons down to Prague. You're recruiting, Dresden's recruiting. If it takes them a turn to get up here, which it shouldn't. This is the main problem, though. It's very tempting to take this army, shoot for Vienna, capture it, because that'll kick the legs out of the entire Austrian economy. But we will be vulnerable to a counterattack from this really good general, who then might destroy our army, which is not ideal. As we potentially blow his head off. 23%. Nope. So, if I attack you, I'll bring in this army as a reinforcement. That will bring make this a more reasonable engagement. Let's try this here. Ah, they ambushed us. The cads. Very well. It's a very small ambush, but we've got to be careful. All about trying to balance that other engagement to the northwest. But that is one of Austria's main lines of effort. Okay, right. All my infantry spread out. Hussars. Okay, we managed to spook their cavalry enough that they're not going to intercept us. Their guns were slow in firing. Spread out where you are. Advance.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Our general's under attack, but not our artillery anymore. Artillery and limber. We're going to deprive the Lancers of their charge bonus. And my guns, when they unlimber, are all going to go after the enemy artillery batteries that are now limbering up. Militia are broken, the enemy general's been killed. Push forward. New men creep around the flank. You'll at least be able to shoot into the flank of this regiment of foot.
Glorious victory, sir.
Enemy artillery unit's been destroyed. Broken. And let's make sure that we destroy as many of these units as we can. Maybe don't charge through the back of your musketeers. Excellent. Then you chase down them. You chase down them. Wait a minute. Bring my general across. He'll attack that regiment of artillery. That nice, lovely line of Austrian dead. Kill that regiment of artillery. Interesting. Give them a minute to turn around and go, oh, that's the guy. So, Not a completely failed ambush. Done some damage, but the hope is you are not close enough to call in this army. But you are close enough to call in the army behind it. Which you are, although that's a really bad direction. Because now they're going to come in directly on my flank. But that's not a bad result. Let's clear this engagement out. This is going to cause... We're going to take some casualties here, so we need to be acutely aware of the fact the enemy are going to come in from the right somewhere. I'd like to be over here if I had to... Well, I mean, this is a lovely position. Lovely bit of high ground facing right. Let's put 12-pounder facing towards our known threat direction. Start to build up a presence against our anticipated threat direction. Well, I have deployed. Okay, let's maybe put my 12s up on the high ground at the back, put my 6s in the line. Fusiliers, Grenadiers. Oh, I think I might just need the 2. My foot guards and my Fusiliers in the centre. I've got Fusilier and Grenadiers ready in reserve. Skirmishers. I suppose I want to focus on the reinforcements. Get ready to place stakes. My cavalry reserve deploy on the hill behind with the general. Yeah, they are coming in right there. Are they going to meet up? If I can attack this. Yes, come and attack us, please. You're not really facing the anticipated threat direction, are you? Not a bad attacking position. So my other 12-pounder engage their artillery. I think we may have to advance. Try and advance up to the next hill. You men try to secure that hill. Let's give you a few extra units in reserve. But that's not a terrible position for my light infantry. You have dragoons up wide. In which case, my infantry line probably try and get up to here. See if we can do that. We're going to be in a good place to interdict their reinforcements. While they're coming in. New men that are here. You need to hustle and fill in this flank. The cavalry can help secure the high ground. Fusiliers move up as reserve. 12-pounders are engaging the enemy guns. They've got one unit of 6s to retreat. These German Fusiliers are now going to slow down the Austrian reinforcement. Speed up time, actually. Okay, my troops are now going to be in range, so they're going to start taking hits. Hold on. New men form square, Fusiliers fall back into the protective arms of the Grenadiers. Form square. Men position there, and you men position there. Come on, do you fancy it? Push my hussars up. You're going to clip the square of this Swiss line. This unit just halt position. A rapid fire of the Grenadiers are going to do some good damage there. Charge my dragoons down into the Fusiliers. Excellent, that's going to be an artillery unit destroyed. Fall back cavalry, let my skirmishers chew them up. Okay, let's start to fold this flank in. Cavalry up. Fusiliers are back, but they're now getting picked apart by my skirmishers. Grenadiers are chasing back some of the enemy. Let's gang up on the 40th Regiment of Foot. Go shaken. Artillery still flying in, doing good work. Nope, stop turning. I want you to stay where you are. Actually, no, I might still bring the 6-pounders over to this front. Enemy artillery destroyed. Got lobbing shells in at this enemy square. Militia have been killed.
We have killed their generals.
Attack the enemy general staff. Was that the correct one? It was the one we were thinking of. That's the general staff we want. Well, no, the general staff that we killed is the one that's the reinforcing general. Friedrich Franz Xavier. Bring my general over onto this flank, so we might be getting a bayonet charge. Wrong units, this is grenadiers and musketeers. Get these grenadiers.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Sure he is. Musket fire's coming in thick and fast. Bring some of these units in to make sure these Austrian units don't come back. You're just broken. You are just broken as well. You are here chiefly to defend the flank. Okay, let's begin to pivot our line around. Aggressively advance the infantry. They're still broken, not shattered. There's a lot of Fusiliers, well, Landwehr here, so they might come back, so keep chasing them down. And maybe prioritise the Fusiliers. Blast this regiment at close range. Fire the cannon! Blasted some holes in their formation. Okay, 1 second guys, I can hear some noise going on downstairs. Well, not quite sure what that was. Wasn't anything too dangerous. All the things in my head I thought, oh, I hope it's not this. Ended up not well, the main thing I hoped it wouldn't be was something that never arrived. Oh, there we go. Complete Austrian collapse. Cavalry ceasefire. Or artillery ceasefire. Chase down the lancers. My general in the action. Dragoons attack the 8 lancers. They want to run away. I imagine it might have actually been a pigeon crashing into one of my Downstairs windows. Let's advance on these chaps. Just because we want as few enemy infantry units to recover.
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Finally got that other general unit, and see that infantry unit's back here is recovered. There we go. They came out of square formation. Get the infantry out of the way. Are going to continue. Just because there are a lot of enemy forces in the field and we want to kill as many of them as we can. Get them. Your units are probably going to escape. They have, so come help the general's bodyguard.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must
So they're
rest
not going to
awhile.
kill the unit, they're going to do a lot of damage on the way out. Now it's everybody. Or some chaps to the stakes. Maybe not send everybody. We are chasing down this column of men and chopping them up as we get to them. It is a Landwehr unit, but it's still a unit that they have to replace. They're going to have to spend more of their
The
economic
men are fatigued, sir, and must
capacity
rest awhile.
trying to get back to where they were rather than progressing. I have heard people say before, oh, shattered units don't exist on the campaign map, and sometimes I've seen that to be true, sometimes I haven't. One of them managed to get to the edge of the map, which isn't a huge problem. But yeah, they've gone from 5,500 men to 1,200. And now, Friedrich zu Hohenlohe in Gelfin can attack Wilfred Hofer and bring the rest of our forces to bear. So let's finish that off as well. So this Austrian spear has very much had the tip broken off of it. The other one has gone over towards Warsaw, so we're not as bothered about that. 12-pounders up on the high ground. We are going to advance because we want the enemy to be eradicated. Horse artillery will join us. Something like this. Something like that. Forgot about the Jaeger for the most part. It says fire at will. Barrage. Also run, because my infantry needs to move up really ricky tick. It looks like they are not going to contest the town really, so I'm going to bring my infantry across. Engaging my 6-pounder horse artillery. Speed this up. Get these guns into action. Lots of enemy artillery that needs to be suppressed. Comes some enemy cavalry. We'll dump men into squares if I have to. Ponte volley off into the lancers. Follow it up with an attack. With a charge, I should say. I've got a supreme advantage on the left flank, so I want to take advantage of it. See if we can knock out that enemy cavalry quite quickly. Show my generals here. This cavalry around. Well, actually, it looks like they are abandoning the front for the most part. Sweep the infantry in. Chased away that unit of Fusiliers. Yeah, keep pushing forward till we can get those guns in musket range. Awful lot of fire that I'm asking my men to run through. Okay, actually at this point you guys are going to be good.
Our general is under attack.
I know he's under attack. A lot of artillery fire here. Artillery barrage. Putting a lot of shells into their artillery parks. Chevalier, Lancers.
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
There we go. We're going to start making a dent as we're putting these gunners under fire. They come. They've left our cavalry alone. We've redeployed some of it. Our staff get into position. Advance to the guns. A lot of enemy cavalry back there as well that doesn't want to engage, so continue our advance. Killed enemy general by chasing down their lancers. Front line's been obliterated. Front line advance. Feldjägers are feared. Engage the Chevalier. The Lancers are deciding they don't want to engage. Swiss grenadiers are being engaged by my own fusiliers. Excellent. Clear off, you swines. Thank Brunswickers. Chase off those Chevaliers. Push forward, super aggressive. You get around the back of this enemy cav unit. Lots of these units in the town are starting to come back, but why we've still got our frontiers. Okay, now's the time. Advance toward the town, ready to engage in bayonet engagements. We are going to take this town. Attack the Fusiliers, bring the general up. 12th Regiment, engage German Fusilier unit. 65th Regiment, engage the unit of militia. Grenadiers, get into the rear of that position. You men engage the 6-pounders. Charge the Fusiliers that are forming square to try hold their position. Actually, Grenadiers, you go after the German Fusiliers. Plenty of men to support the engagement in the town. Artillery ceasefire. Crack open the 77th. Skirmishers positioned to engage the retreating troops with some infantry support. Enemy cavalry came back for a second and thought, no, this is futile. Go Jägers are feared. Engage those lancers. Skirmish is going to start picking them off. All the men in the town. Oh, they've broken too. Lancers came back for us for a moment. You think you have the advantage. But here come the Prussian hordes out of the town. Oh no, they got them. Fleeing into the distance. Excellent. Breslau is safe for another day and that entire Austrian force has been obliterated. So let's mop it up. Oh, that is gone. All of it's gone. So you go back wide. In Gelfen, head towards Prague. Blucher. We push to here. Be a bit risky, but if you can get to there and start putting pressure on Vienna, they're going to be very upset. Friedrich is a grizzled old sergeant. Blucher is a siege expert. Clausewitz is a drill master. Clausewitz is aggressive attacker. Blucher is hero worshipped. Favorite charger. Excellent. Okay, let's upgrade gold mine. Probably enough. Bring that infantry over to Prague as well. Same with... Just keep the militia up near the front, because when this force comes out of Olmütz, it will be needed. Down here against the Spanish. Put you guys there. Don't have the money to recruit a general. I would like another general down here, but I can recruit 2, so they might go for Barcelona, which if they do, we will redeploy. But let's hit N10. Austrians continue to move because they've lost a large chunk of troops right there. Plenty more armies in the field. You're sending their agents. Wonder. They're engaging us before the walls of Poland. Very well. We probably want infantry to come in first, if I had to guess. Artillery probably last. Mix some cavalry in for sure. We probably don't want the general in. That'll be about right. But looking at the timer, I believe it's time to end the episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for a battle, frozen battle outside the gates of Warsaw. Cheers, everyone.